experienced the transition from historic biplane fighters and
Heads could
Alec,
act
you
as
think
a
you could take
giant
it?
meat tenderizer.
Yeah.
And they would
I would
likely
just grab
have
its
used
neck,
their
choke it
enormous
out.
clawed feet to kick the living daylights out of
Oh
the
my
prey.
gosh, it's a
During
mixed
their
They don't even have arms,
16
dude.
reign,
They walk around
17
like
different
this.
Get this
species
guy
in the
signed to the
terror bird
UFC.
family came and went.
They
until
throw
finally
roundhouse
disappeared
kicks.
altogether about 2.5 million years ago. Makes you appreciate street pigeons a little more, doesn't it?
No, I mean, not really.
What is
Platypus
wrong with that
Yo!
thing?
Okay, that's not real. That cannot be real.
A regular
That looks like a
elephant
cryptozoo
make it utterly
fusion.
terrifying. You replace its trunk with an enormous, fleshy spore.
Huh?
That's how. This fantastical
Nah.
creature
Huh?
may look like it was dreamed up by an imaginative 7-year-old, but travel back in time between 8 million and 20 million years ago, and you'll see for yourself.
What?
Oh,
I don't
God.
even want to imagine the type of sound that thing made.
This ancestor of the modern elephant had a strange jutting jaw that actually consisted of a pair of wide.
What is that for? It looks like a shovel.
By the way,
Scooping?
are just modified inside.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
But
yeah,
what was
like
the
a shovel.
purpose of this bizarre tool? After all, animals don't waste energy developing worthless characteristics. When the Platybelodon was first described in the 1920s, it was thought that their
Hello,
legs
my
and
name's
legs were used to
Platybelodon.
shovel, scoop, dig,
yeah.
and
Just
ate
dress
dirt.
the
Oh my gosh!
vegetation in
It's like an
aquatic
excavator, like a
I
big
feel like
cat
I'm a
coming
direct
in.
descendant of this.
But in 1992, paleontologist David Lambert proposed that
Work
they
that
were
jaw,
also
Adam.
used
Wait.
as scythe-like
Oh,
weapons
wait, what?
that could slice through thick vegetation. Instead of roaming shorelines, Platybelodon wandered around Miocene Asia, Africa, and North
Right.
America,
Oh,
I did
crap.
hear
on
that.
They were
terrestrial
here.
plants, grasping branches with its trunk and cutting them away with those specialized built-in scythes. Because these fleshy spork
This thing is crazy.
Guys, that's a real fossil. Like, these are real animals. They were at some point.
That actually existed.
What if, like, it's not a whole fossil, though, and they just glued parts together and we're just like, ta-da! You know?
Where is
Like, what
the
if they just
incision?
glued things on?
Alec,
What?
they wouldn't
Look
lie
at, look
to
at
us,
the beak.
okay?
Look at the beak. It looks like they just, like, put it on top, and we're like, okay,
Alec.
this somewhat fits.
This isn't Cryptozoo. They're not going to lie to us.
Exactly. This isn't
I
a
don't
scam.
know. I don't know. I've seen theories where they just kind of put bones in different places and just say, voila, that's a dinosaur. But they don't really
Where'd
know
you hear
100%.
that theory from?
Comment
And
down
if
below
I hear
what you guys
TikTok, I'm
think.
coming down. I'm hitting you.
Don't believe everything you hear on the internet, guys. Now let's
yeah,
believe
that's
this.
true.
Let's watch this.
Don't fossilize as
I hope
easily
it's
as
real.
Lowe's knows you can take on more spring projects with more Spring Fest deals. Shop our best deals store-wide to refresh your home in more ways, inside and out. And with the My Lowe's Rewards credit card, you can save 5% every day. Shop Spring Fest deals now at Lowe's.
Ugh, nope. Try my Old Spice. You can use it on your pits, chest, and even your toes.
Oh, that's fresh.
Oh, because this thing is cool.
We're actually pretty lucky to know much about these bizarre creatures at all. Thankfully, they did us a big favor by dying, sometimes in mass,
yeah!
What?
to or in rivers, which are prime
They don't
spots
seem
for
dangerous.
easy
They're herbivores.
fossilization.
Oh,
Although
they
they may
fossilized
not
themselves.
have posed a major threat to humans if they were still around today, it's safe to say that these animals
I love
still
that
have one of
picture.
the
It looks like a
freakiest
duck.
bugs
It looks
in
like the duck
history.
That's the funniest looking elephant ever.
It's like a
That's
duck
like a
face.
platypus
Andrew
elephant.
Sarkis.
Wait, what?
It's hard to imagine anything
That
with
sounds
the
like a
name
person.
Andrew somehow being more terrifying than a dinosaur. But this
What, his
version
name?
says
No.
otherwise. Although no complete Andrew Sarkis skeleton has ever been found, part of a skull from one of these bad boys discovered in Mongolia in 1923 measured nearly 3 feet long.
Just the head.
Expedition leader Roy
Just the
Holy
head.
cow.
Andrews decided that the animal must have been a carnivore because of its massive teeth.
It had to be.
And named it Andrew
That's a great
Sarkis
observation.
mongoliensis, after himself, of course. To this day, this is the only specimen.
That is enormous.
That's kind of crazy that they only ever found one fossil.
Paleontologists built up an impression of the rest of the animal's body.
Why do they make the body so tiny?
Well, the head's huge.
I know, so make the body huge. They said paleontologists made like a sketch of the rest of the body. They made it so tiny.
They saw this. They have the full skeleton, but they only found half of the top of the head. The only thing they're missing is control.
We'll never know for sure. We don't know. We don't
Yeah,
believe
never
everything
seen
we hear
that
on the
photo.
internet, guys.
Yeah, don't believe everything that you see on the internet, Adam.
But they wouldn't lie to
And
us.
its relation to another bear-like prehistoric creature.
Oh, it was like a bear.
Lizards.
Okay.
The result is a 16
Oh my gosh.
6 desperate high vision of pure nightmare.
That is a wolf dog.
This heavily built wolf-like animal.
So it's a giant bear.
And tail with wolf teeth. A terrifying snap of large, bone-crushing teeth that could have weighed approximately 1,764 pounds and over 22
Oh my god, it's almost as much as Alex.
It's the Come on Alec video.
All right. Let's continue. Let's move on.
You have a jaw that's just like
He didn't
that.
deny it. He did not deny it.
Like that jaw? It's a strong jaw. That is a strong jaw.
In case you needed any more reason to quiver in fear, its monumental size makes it sarcastic.
See? They need to make the body bigger.
Did you hear that? It's the largest known eating animal ever.
T-Rex.
What?
What about T-Rex?
It's bigger than a T-Rex.
No, it's not.
They just said that, bro. They just said that.
No.
I'm reloading it. I'm reloading the thing.
Andrewsarchus, the largest known meat-eating land mammal ever.
It's 6 feet and
Oh,
16
mammal.
feet wide. Ever.
They
It's
said mammal. They said mammal. That is the distinguishing factor.
Oh.
I think Jack is having a panic attack.
all right, Jack. It's extinct, Jack.
It's gonna be okay. It's still alive anymore. The biggest living animal. That. Alright, let's go.
What are you saying?
To a larger
That's what they
order
say
of
about
mammals
Alex.
called artiodactyls. Because Andrewsarchus is only known from a skull and a few other bones, whether it was an active oversized scavenger is up for debate. So taking chances. Titan
No, that's not real.
if you're scared of snakes, now might be a time to get a
Just is it the biggest snake today? Like 30 feet long? Isn't it crazy?
Well, I think like
anaconda?
26. Like 26, 27 is like the longest that it gets. I don't know if there's been a 30 footer.
Those are alive today. You should be scared today.
They are, but we don't know how big this thing is yet.
How big do you think? I'm thinking 60 feet.
I'm gonna say at least 100 feet.
I'm thinking it's
I was
pretty
gonna say 100. I was gonna say 100. 100 based on that picture.
Alright, we're thinking at least 100 feet.
What are those? Is that lepers? No. What is that? That is not
It
real.
doesn't exist.
There's no way.
Clocking in at nearly 50 feet long.
That's nothing.
Dude, look at its girth though.
Yeah, look how fat that
Dude,
thing is.
2,500 pounds. That's heavier than the last thing.
That thing could gobble up a hippo. Whoa!
I feel like if it ate me, I would just be living inside of it. Like I could have a apartment, kitchen, a bedroom, a lady friend.
You could at least have some 800 square foot studio in there.
This
Yeah.
supersized
We could be recording this video in his
as
mouth.
the green anaconda that rules those same stomping grounds today. Sadly, though, Titanoboa never went toe-to-toe with the T-Rex.
Dang.
Existing just a few million years
that'd been
after the
epic.
fall of the dinosaurs, Titanoboa reigned over the immense swampy jungle where everything was hotter, wetter, and bigger than it is today.
Yeah. Wait, where's that at?
It's hotter, it's wetter, and everything's bigger.
Where is that?
It's
Can we move
Colombia.
there?
Oh, Colombia. All right.
Yeah, we gotta.
If this
we
video
gotta
gets
be there.
10,000 likes, we're taking a trip.
With this general theme of bigness, Titanoboa was so large that it pretty much defied the laws of physics. You see, every living creature has evolved under the constraints
They
of
threw a
gravity.
cell phone in the last
The
guy.
only reason why ludicrously massive creatures like the 100-foot blue whale are able to exist is because gravity doesn't affect giants as much in the sea. Scientists speculate that this is what Titanoboa must have exploited to reach its enormous size.
Lives in the water.
creature was so outsized that it probably wasn't able to get around on land very well and must have spent a large part of its time in the water,
Wow,
behaving
that's
more
scary.
like a water-dwelling anaconda, despite looking something like
Yeah.
a modern-day boa constrictor.
Yeah.
That makes
You know,
sense.
Just imagine taking a dip in the river
guy's
only to
dead.
spot the skin of one of these enormous beasts on the bank
GGs.
nearby. If you're wondering what Titanoboa ate, the simple answer is anything it laid its eyes on. The giant snake was an ambush predator and relied on its incredible strength to squeeze the life out of its prey.
How would this ambush anything? It's 2,500 pounds. Wouldn't you hear that from 2 miles away?
Well, not
It was
in the
probably
water.
kind of fast, dude. You think of modern day snakes, they're pretty quick.
I wonder if they ever like got tangled up in like a pretzel when they were going between trees, because they're so long. They're 50 feet long.
They might be able to
I wonder
knock
if they got like
trees down.
tangled up and like maybe they put themselves in a knot and just got stuck. You know?
I wonder if they ever fought each other too. And they got like
Probably.
all
my
like
gosh.
wound up together.
I've seen snakes eat snakes.
Do
It's a
snakes
thing.
lay eggs, right?
Dude, yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
How big is this egg?
That must have been the biggest egg ever. Bigger than
Titanoboa
Alex head
ate
for
in
sure.
light and hunted mostly
gosh.
large reptiles, gobbling down giant turtles and even crocodiles. Why and even when Titanoboa went extinct remains a mystery. But just imagine the havoc they'd
Dude,
wreak on us
no.
humans
Is
if
that-
they did
No.
That's eating a
It didn't have teeth
helicopter.
like that, did
there's
it?
no way it's eating a
Jacalopterus.
helicopter.
Oh my gosh.
3 words.
Smash.
Giant sea scorpion. I bet you never thought you'd hear
Nope.
those together in a sentence about a real
Is that
life
a
animal.
World of Warcraft
You'll be
character?
pleased to
I
know
think it
that
was
the
on
now
the left,
extinct
yeah.
group of Eurypterids,
Looks like a
also known
horseshoe
as
crab.
sea scorpions,
How
which
big was
belongs
this
to
thing?
the
Crab.
arthropod order, were mostly small creatures.
It's honestly not
about
that
the
scary. It
size
kind of
of
looks like a
human hand.
kabutops.
That
Yeah, it looks
is,
like a Pokemon.
except for the
Okay.
nightmare-inducing Jacalopterus, which lived around
What were you saying, Jack?
460 million
Yeah, Jack,
years ago
it's
during the
cute.
Silurian period. This spiky sea scorpion
big was
grew
it?
up to 8 feet in length,
Oh.
easily making it the largest arthropod ever.
What do you mean? Oh, Alec, that's
I
bigger
mean,
than
I
you.
know the picture prior made it look like it was 30 feet.
Yeah, I
bigger
was
than
expecting
you.
it to be the size of like a leviathan or
I could
something.
take it.
Something
I could
big
take
and menacing. I would probably eat this thing if I could.
Imagine an
I
8-foot
could
crab, please, please.
Adam, that could feed your family for weeks. Maybe not you, but a normal
You
family.
can chop necks. Chop your neck. Yeah, your neck. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, but you can only chop 2 at a time, and then you, boom, third person goes in, kills it, and you got food for years.
That's a good point. Adam,
what's
you
a
didn't think of
good
that.
point?
Adam, you didn't think of that.
What
Let's
happens?
be honest.
Okay, three people.
Adam, we
Double
have
snap.
bombs.
I have 2
we have
hands,
bombs.
3
We have
again.
fire.
Snap.
Adam, I could literally, I could go to Walmart and get things necessary to take this thing down in 3 seconds.
You're also not thinking about how stupid it's not gonna go snap, snap, snap. It's gonna go, oh,
It has to
human.
be, yeah. It does have to be pretty stupid if it is extinct.
And by then, you got it.
I think we could take it.
All we gotta do is get a giant net, put it over top of it, done.
That's easy. That's easy.
You convinced me. I'm in.
We're not scared of this thing anymore.
For a better idea of what it looked like, just imagine those facehuggers from the Alien franchise scaled up to huge proportions with the ability to swim.
I'm Brandon, and Jivvy is right for me. Fun fact about me, I was the first person with my condition to train with the U.S. Navy Sea Cadets. When I was a kid, my grandparents were officers in a youth program called the U.S. Navy Sea Cadets. I used to go to drills with my older cousin, and I wanted to join so badly, but there were rules preventing me from joining because of my condition. My grandpa advocated for me to be able to participate, knowing that with some modifications to the training exercises, it'd be safe for me to do so. Fast forward, and I ended up working at the Naval Health Research Center. Maybe I couldn't join the military, but I figured like this is the next best thing. If I can't serve, I can help the people who do. You can make your dreams come true. There's always a way to figure something out.
And thrown in.
That is actually kind of scary.
Its segmented paddle-shaped body was similar to that of the bizarre horseshoe
said that?
crab, except,
Adam
you
did say
know,
that.
much more giant.
Yeah.
Jacalopterus moved swiftly underwater thanks to its oar-like back legs, which allowed it to swim rapidly after
like a
its
giant
Adam, you should be able to
lobster.
move pretty quick
Beside
underwater
its
too
multiple
then.
specialized limbs,
I'd be moving
this
underwater.
marine monster was also equipped with huge spring-loaded claws,
But
which
what
it
did it
used to
eat?
snatch up fish as they passed by. One
Not humans,
fossilized
though.
spike claw discovered in 2007 even measured a whopping 18 inches across.
That is
There's no
huge.
denying
Oh.
that if
It's
this
like a foot and a
giant
half.
sea scorpion had existed today, it could have used these grasping claws to grab you in a deadly embrace and crush your skull like an almond. The reign of the Eurypterids, including the terrifying
almond.
Jacalopterus, was eventually brought to a sudden end thanks to the Permian extinction around
Yeah.
299
Let's go. I love
to
that.
I'm a big fan of the
252
Permian
million years ago,
extinction.
which wiped out
That's one of my favorite extinctions,
96%
actually.
of all marine life on Earth. Phoberomus pattersoni.
Guinea
You may
pigs!
have noticed that
Okay.
Giant
many
guinea
animals
pigs.
in the prehistoric
This one is
era
not
were
scarier than
basically just
dinosaurs, come on.
souped up, jumbo-sized
Yeah, what was the
versions
title of this
some
video?
the animals that still
Animals that are scarier than dinosaurs. There's no way a giant beaver is. I mean, come on, let's see what it is.
Unless it's 30 feet.
What if it shoots out poison from its eyeballs?
I mean,
What if it takes
that's-
giant turds?
this has to be one crazy beaver to be scarier than a T-Rex.
introduce you to perhaps the most unnerving example of that theme, Phoberomus pattersoni.
Oh my gosh, no, dude!
These rodents
Not the
ever walked
Phoberomus
the
Patterson.
earth, clocking in at around 10 feet long, with another 5
is
feet
kinda
worth
scary.
of tail to boot. Remains of these
That's a
repulsive
giant
rodents have
rat.
been recovered from several sites in Argentina,
Rats are scary.
Brazil,
Give me a
and
cleaver.
Venezuela over
Boom.
the years.
You guys are scared of like little rats. Just imagine it 30, 40 times bigger than what it is now.
The bigger it is, the easier it is to kill.
I've seen Alex like 6-inch rat.
First of all, that's not true for everyone watching. I don't get scared of rats. Second of
No,
all,
Alec gets scared of women.
yes. But second of all, if there was a little mini 1-foot T-Rex running around my house, I would be way more scared than a 1-foot
That is
rat.
true. That is true.
No!
Than a rat?
I'm more scared of
Yes.
Petey than I am of that rat.
Adam, you lost this one. You lost this one.
A tiny rat is
tastes are
way
not
scarier
hitting
than a
today.
tiny T-Rex. I will die on that grave.
Although their
you're
closest
gonna die.
living relative is the humble guinea pig, and they more similar
A guinea pig,
to
Adam.
modern-day capybara.
It's a guinea pig.
Examinations of the skeletons of these creepy reptiles suggest that they probably weighed around 100 kilograms, which is around the same size
Wow.
as a
Oh, okay, so it's like a bison.
Phoberomus pattersoni's tiny wings were massive.
Clear my thoughts.
I don't think I can take a
It
bison.
probably rested on its haunches while feeding, using smaller forelimbs to gather plant. Much like the capybara,
That's how Adam does it.
deep set jaw and sharp front teeth, which were adapted for their gritty, herbivorous diet. Although they were plant eaters, these tremendous rodents would have had foot-long incisors capable of causing some serious damage.
Only if they can catch me.
Okay.
Phoberomus
Why do they show us that way? Unnecessary.
Scare us.
until they mysteriously disappeared some 8 million years ago. So next time you squirm at the size of a rat on the street, just remember it could be much worse.
That's pretty good, Adam. Mouth wider than
It's not unusual for
No,
people
what is that?
to have trouble deciphering
That's an alien.
what looks like, especially when it's been extinct for 400 million years.
That's a long
But the case of hallucigenia was still much harder than most. In fact, scientists studied this thumb-sized worm for more than 50 years. That's scary.
What is that?
It's a worm.
But it's got like, it's got bees on it.
Back in 1977, British paleontologist Simon Conway-Morris handled an article on half-inch round thumb-size that had been found.
It's pretty big.
Share in the Canadian Mountains 66 years ago. It had already been classified as an alien worm, which includes leeches, earthworms, and other worms. The physical wacky organism trained along with several pairs of stiff spines, while it also had
Is it upside down?
tentacles sticking out of its mouth.
I think so.
Creature hallucinating something so insensible is not something you hallucinate during a bad trip.
There's no way this is
Researchers and Hans Jaguar turned Conway Morris's idea upside down. Literally. What he had identified as tentacles were actually the creature's legs, so the model was flipped. The
got a
spines,
beard.
now located on the creature's back, using an electron microscope and samples from Burgess Shale, with which end was the root far from open. Eyes, but a big smile of gritty. Although scientists don't know exactly what Hallucigenia ate, the ring of teeth around its mouth were probably used to suck water and food into the gut. It may have been tiny, but there's no denying this floppy hallucination is seriously unnerving.
Okay. If you try to step on it, you would get hit with
Most people
spikes.
feel uneasy around
I have
regular
shoes.
size
I feel like I'd be fine.
but millions of
Oh
years
god,
ago,
I hate spiders.
these
No,
creatures
no,
Giant spiders.
no.
I can't watch wrestling.
No.
Anthropomorpha
Why are they smiling?
Late Carboniferous.
That is gross.
Around 299 million years ago. Although it's likely that Anthropleura was herbivorous,
it's not a spider, it's
that on dead modern-day millipedes, no denying that it was still pretty darn terrifying. Fossil trackways that have been discovered suggest that these massive millipedes could move at speed, undulating hundreds of huge legs with unnerving rhythm and swerving to avoid trees and other obstacles. Anthropleura
That is
was the largest
crazy.
land in
No, I refuse to believe.
which means it's highly unlikely that
I would scream so loud if I saw
their
that thing.
segmented bodies were so flexible they could probably rear up to a defensive posture.
No.
Oh my gosh. That is the closest thing to an alien, right?
Insects were extinct soon after the end of the Carboniferous period, when the moist climate
It's crazy how many different animals
dramatically reducing the
were in the past.
rainforests that were their natural habitats.
I would carry around a flamethrower if that thing still
Massive
existed.
bugs nowadays. The leading theory is that prehistoric insects got so big because they benefited from the surplus oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere. During the period when Anthropleura lived, the rise of vast, low-lying swamp forests led to atmospheric oxygen levels of around 30%. That's almost 50% higher than current levels. So next time someone says climate change isn't real, just introduce them to this super freaky, super-sized millipede.
Oh no, this one's one of my favorites.
If you're a fan
This
of the
is
Jurassic
sick.
World movies,
What is
you'll
that?
be familiar with the
What the heck
Mosasaurus,
is that?
thanks to this
The
awesome scene.
Mosasaurus?
You know this thing. Oh,
Oh my
that
gosh.
thing was real.
No. No,
It's
it was
not fake. That thing
But
existed.
the thing is,
You're telling me that's not
Mosasaurus isn't
CGI?
technically a dinosaur. These great marine reptiles are actually closely related to snakes and monitor lizards, but that doesn't make
Oh,
them
yeah,
any
look at his
less
tail.
terrifying. This gigantic
It's like an
warm-blooded
alligator
crocodile
snake.
swam the seas around
Nah.
the globe some 80 to 66 million years
That's
ago.
not even that long
Though
ago.
no complete specimens have ever been found, paleontologists
Pretty long.
speculate that Mosasaurus probably reached lengths of 45
No.
to 50 feet and weighed
That's
around
as long as a snake.
5.5 tons.
It could eat a great white shark.
Bigger
Like
than
that.
average
tons.
city bus
Dead.
and heavier than 2 adult rhinoceros. Look a little closer and you'll see that the captive Mosasaurus from the Jurassic
Try Cascade Platinum Plus. It removes up to 100% of food residue, even in older dishwashers.
World
Oh my
movies
gosh.
has 2 extra
No,
rows of
that is insane.
terrifying
That's a shark. That's a
teeth
full
inside
shark
its
right there.
enormous mouth.
That's a killer great white
You
shark.
might think that this is just a classic example of movie makers bending the truth for dramatic effect, but no.
They did their research.
Just like modern-day snakes, Mosasaurus had pterygoid or fanged teeth inside their massive maw, which were anchored to bones in the roof of their mouth. These teeth, which were embedded in the fleshy tissue of their
I'm
gums,
running.
made it easier to grip and swallow their
running.
prey underwater.
I'm swimming fast.
Because of their relation to
Yep,
snakes,
If you're
you can
running, you're
outswim that,
probably
I'm
good.
sure.
creatures like the Komodo dragon, it's even possible that they had huge forked tongues.
Ew.
But we may never know for sure because soft tissues rarely fossilize. It should come as no surprise that Mosasaurus were wildly successful predators. Stomach contents
be.
have revealed that these aquatic brutes ate ammonites, bony fish, sea turtles, other prehistoric reptiles like Plesiosaurus,
Oh.
and even seabirds.
Holy
Their fossils have
cow.
been found on every continent on Earth,
Seabirds?
even Antarctica.
Wow. That
They
thing was
even
running
used
the
to be
ocean everywhere.
dominant marine predators during the Cretaceous
I'm surprised they
period.
went extinct.
Until the KPG extinction
Well,
event
there you
that
go.
ended the dinos.
I am
wiped
not
them
surprised
out.
why they went
Oh my
extinct.
gosh. It's a huge asteroid.
Triassic Kraken.
What? It's real?
For centuries,
No.
fishermen have told tales of
How
a
big?
Wait, no
terrifying
way.
sea
30 feet?
monster capable of
30 feet?
capsizing a ship and gobbling up its crew.
No.
The Kraken. These humongous beasts have made their way into their
No,
fair
that
share
image
of
was
movies.
not real.
That was disgusting.
Did
That
they
looks like
ever
a
really
worm.
exist? In 1857, Danish naturalist Japetus Steenstrup examined a large,
Japetus.
washed-up squid beak, measuring about 3 inches across.
That's not that big.
He concluded that the Kraken was real.
Oh, wait, what?
And that it was a species of giant squid he named Architeuthis dux, or ruling squid. Since then, about 21 species of giant squid have been described, each from different body parts washed
Whoa.
up on the shore. These elusive creatures roam the depths of the ocean, but it's hard to know exactly how big they get, because whole specimens are hardly ever
Well, that
found.
looks pretty big.
Some estimates suggest that the colossal squid, the largest living species
30
known
feet.
only from beaks found in sperm whale stomachs,
30
might
feet, come on.
weigh up to 1,500 pounds.
What? And these things
reach
are
30
around right now.
33 feet.
In our
33, I
ocean.
nailed that.
Wait, are you serious?
Kraken-sized
real.
proportions. But did such a beast once lurk in prehistoric waters?
It would have been way bigger.
Well, Professor Mark McMiniman of Mount Holyoke College in South Hadley,
We gotta meet him.
Massachusetts thinks so.
That dude knows
According
things.
to McMiniman, there could have been whopping 100-foot squids in
McCinnamin.
the early Triassic period.
100 feet long. That's bigger than
No.
that snake.
No.
That's
That's
twice as
3
big.
times the size of our
No.
house.
Our house?
Do you guys think, like, what about in a million years from now, people are like really tiny, and they go back and get our fossils, and they're like, dude, people a million years ago were 6 feet tall.
We've been getting taller, actually. We used to be a lot shorter, like a couple thousand years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so that is happening, but in the opposite way.
Yeah, we're
We're
getting
like,
taller.
ha, look how tiny these stupid people were back
That's
then.
because like when
Yeah.
we see a short person, we laugh like and then we don't.
Well,
No,
also,
I don't
the
do that.
Neanderthals and like early humans, they were only like 3 to 4 feet tall on average.
Wait,
Imagine
actually?
that. Yeah. They were just little midget people running around doing midget things.
No, they were like hobbits.
Pretty much, yeah. Think of a hobbit.
I think
but
they
with
were
giant
just,
heads.
They were just people at that point. If
Think about
if
it. Alec,
everyone
and
was 3 to
squish
5
them down.
Then wait,
Squish them.
so like a giant to them would be like a me.
Yeah, that would be like an app. Adam, you could probably take on like 5 Neanderthals.
Now they know how to fight though. They got spears and
Sure,
slingshots.
they're thick and hairy.
There have been whopping 100-foot squids in the early Triassic period that preyed on
That is
ichthyosaurs,
ridiculous.
which were school bus-sized
Oh my gosh, that shark
marine
is flipping out.
reptiles that looked a bit like modern-day
I would be
dolphins.
too.
McMiniman first presented the idea in 2011 at the annual meeting of the Geological Society of America in Minneapolis.
We got to go next
He
year.
based his hypothesis on the bizarre discovery of 9 fossilized vertebrae from Ichthyosaurus in Nevada, arranged in linear patterns that he argues resembles that pattern of the sucker discs on cephalic tentacles. McMiniman referred to the fact that modern-day cephalopods are intelligent creatures, and that octopuses have been known to collect bones,
Oh my gosh, look at their
shells,
brain.
and rocks
It's
for their
huge.
dens. But other paleontologists
People say
aren't
I
so
resemble an
convinced.
octopus.
with some critics pointing to the lack of evidence that cephalopods actually stockpile their prey. Others have even accused McMiniman of simply reading the bones at the Nevada site like prehistoric tea leaves. But in 2013, McMiniman returned to the Nevada site
So
and
happened.
discovered another fossil. This time, a fragment that he thinks is the tip of a huge beak belonging to a Triassic kraken. Unfortunately, the unidentified fossil is too fragmentary to be the size of the cephalopod it may have belonged to. While there's certainly little evidence of a truly monstrous squid today, Moore's theory suggests that there is reason to believe that squid reach stupendous sizes in the distant past, and when you consider that only 5% of the vast ocean has been explored so far, it's entirely possible that something much bigger.
I'm not going near the
Oh
ocean.
my
God,
god.
tell me that thing's in the ocean.
No,
I'm never going in the ocean ever again.
those cannot
I
be
can't.
real.
I'm never going in the ocean.
10,000 likes and Jack goes in the ocean.
Please tell me to like. I have a family.
If you guys like that video, click this one right here. These are the top 10 scariest dinosaurs to ever walk the earth.
Number 10.
Ghost Titan.
Patagonia
Predators were just prey for carnivores?
Oh!
I introduce you to the
Okay.
Patagotitan.
Dang, bro.
Listen carefully.
That
this
neck is
the
so
largest
long.
dinosaur
Big.
in-
That is big and that is
guys,
long.
I can't hear what he's saying. Shut up.
Look at it, dude. It
Dude,
looks
look how
like
big and
Marty,
long that
okay?
is.
It's a flipping dinosaur giraffe. Just
It
let him.
looks like Jar Jar
Okay,
Binks.
I want to hear what he's got to say.
Jar Jar Binkosaurus.
Right.
All right, let's hear it.
Jar Jar
The
Binks are these
Patagotitan.
nuts.
Listen carefully. This is the largest dinosaur in history.
Wow.
It
No.
weighed 80 tons.
Mommyosaurus.
Whoa, Jack!
Whoa!
Got him!
It's the
That
same
was a
color.
good one,
It's the
Jack.
same color. Look at that. Look. Oh my gosh, bro.
Wait, Alex, show me your beard. Yo, that's the same color.
That's how you know it's an Alec Mommyosaurus.
It's genetical.
Yes, genetic.
And it was 131 feet long.
Dang, your mom is huge.
Buses parked in a row.
Oh my
You got
god,
an idea of its size with this model located in Patagonia, Argentina.
You got a model?
People look like ants next to its 65.
Yo, that is a 6-foot-tall person right there, and that is a flipping dinosaur.
That thing can walk around and stomp on you, and you get flattened like a pancake.
It's got spikes on like its butt. Its butt cheeks got spikes on it.
It's got some
Got
rocks
a
on
nice,
its
like,
butt.
turkey-looking neck, too.
Yeah, right. At the top.
Yeah,
It's got that little gaggle waggle.
I think it can kill you in one footstep.
I just want to know why it has spikes on its butt cheeks.
Maybe we'll find out.
But why is it scary? Well, what
Because it has spikes on its butt
went
cheeks.
to a small town? Dead.
It's a stampede!
Simply destroy it. There's nothing a group of people can do against the Patago Titan.
We can nuke
For
them.
this reason, and its colossal
I don't know. I
size,
don't know
it's
about that.
earned its place in this video.
Oh, trivia. Everybody put on their
Before we
thinking
done,
caps.
Have you ever wondered if the Indominus Rex could really exist?
Yeah.
Stick around, because the answer will surprise you. Even I was surprised, and it was me who wrote the script.
The Triceratops.
Therizinosaurus.
The Therizinosaurus.
Therizinosaurus.
The Therizinosaurus.
Therizinosaurus. That's probably maybe relative of the rhinoceros.
At number 9, we have the Theratinosinus. Let's check it out.
Therizinosaurus